Right, so not many more videos, unfortunately, for the last few months. But we have been busy, we have been doing stuff, and I've just been being lazy when it comes to doing the videos. So apologies for that. Moving on, here's a combination of what we have been doing, split up into a couple of videos for the last couple of months. So hopefully you will enjoy them, and hopefully I get around to doing all three of the ones that I've currently got sitting on the computer ready to edit. I do have more than that. Unfortunately, because I've been very busy with work, very busy with getting stuff done down here, I've not really been doing much with the videos. So apologies for the slacking. Now for a video.
Okay guys, so we're going to start this one with a little modification to the ducting part that we've got. The initial thought was literally just to have some ventilation duct, but using the log burner we're going to try and pull some of the hot air from behind the log burner up and push it down the rest of the boat, try and utilise the heat as much as possible. So we put in some 100mm ducting, which is insulated, and a couple of fittings to allow it to flow down, and then we're just putting in filler for all the little dips and bits through the wood. The main reason for us painting the wood was the quality of the wood that we ended up getting at the moment is not exactly great, so with all the blemishes and other markings and whatnot throughout the wood, we decided that it would be better to paint it. Now the paint that we're using is a breathable paint, which is actually used for outdoors. You might be able to tell in a couple of the video parts that you can see the grain still through the wood, so rather than using like a matte or a silk paint and covering it all in one colour, we went for this, which still keeps the aesthetics of the wood, allows it to breathe so we don't get any mould or moisture in it either. So just masking off, ready for painting the rest of the first bedroom. Both of the kids' bedrooms going purple, picked by the kids, and the rest of the boat's going to be like a creamish Cornish white. Now, the initial thought for both of the kids' bedrooms was to put a like wardrobe part in for each one, between the bed and the window. So where you can see my dad there, we were just going to put a chest of drawers, but the drawers that we got weren't quite to the size that we'd like, so we've done some different parts with that, which we'll see in the next video. Now, for each one of these walls, it requires at least a minimum of 3 layers of paint. And the first layer pretty much just gets sucked into the wood, so you use quite a lot of paint to start. So here's a prime example. If you look on the right hand side, you can clearly see the grain in the wood before I turn the light on. Now at the moment we're not overly too worried about getting any paint on the floor because this is going to be underneath the flooring. That will obviously be later on. Now these are the drawers that will be going into the kids' bedrooms underneath the bed. They've got three each, three either side should I say, and they will be for main storage. This is masking off to paint the ceiling white, because although the purple is fairly dark, the white light from the ceiling should brighten it up a little bit. Also inside the beds is all being painted white as well to make it seem a little bit larger than it is. Now onto our bedroom, we're just countersinking some of the screws and whatnot so they don't have the heads popping through the wood, and then filling on top. These are then all sanded down and ready to be painted over. So now the last big room bit to be painted over again is the front room and kitchen area. There is still a little bit to do, mainly the back wall, although we might not do that too much because we're probably going to tile and do something along those lines for the kitchen. having the fire in there made it a little bit more bearable. Rather than being about 2 to 4 degrees, we were working in about 20 to 25 degrees with the heat. We're just notching out the back bottom corner for the drawers because there's a beam that runs along the middle of the bed for the 2 kids' bedrooms, and the drawers just slightly tapped that. So we cut a little bit out, and that allows them to sit nice and flush with the bed frame. The 2 vents on the top there are for natural convection, allowing the air to be sucked in from the bottom where the fire is and then pumped out from the top. Now thanks for joining us, and hopefully we'll see you again next week for another video.